continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Love looking to throw it.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Love. And he fires one, but incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And this is good. It was one ahead of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
This defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. It's Carson.
And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On first down, it's Jones. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go bootleg. Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dean Lowry able to drop him for a loss of a couple. On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run on first down. Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds. Will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Now it's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Dwayne Eskridge, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Jones. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 1st down, Wilson. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Wilson. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Tyler Lancaster showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. The 30, 10, touchdown, Packers.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now Wilson, forced out to his left. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Flushed out right.
Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Again, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Takes it at the 7.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find somewhere. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.